Because happy women ain't in the streets like that. Happy women don't even post on the internet like that. We know y'all tricks. You're not fooling us men. We know if she start back posting half naked pictures, she back single again and she trying to make her ex mad. If she start posting vacations and random turn-ups and cocktail hours, she want to make her ex jealous. If she start posting gym progress photos and random targets runs, she want to let her ex know that she's focusing on herself. If she start posting life quotes, she want to let her ex know that she's healed, sealed, and delivered. You know? And oh yeah, the booty pic is not the thirst trap. The real thirst trap is her selfie photo. We know.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they were like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationship.
And I think we have to look at how draining dating has become. We have to look at, the reason, or another reason that men are checking out of dating is because, dating has started to feel, for a lot of men, it's a little bit more, a lot more draining. You're not really hopeful like you used to be. It's more draining than it is exciting. You have, can't believe I'm gonna say this. You don't really have anything to look forward to, right? I'm so excited to take this lady out. It's gonna be a great time. Even if it ends up being bad, there's still excitement in there because it's like, man, I got out and I'm out here just moving and grooving. It's not really like that for a lot of men. And so that's another reason that they kind of check out.
Beep this, I'm not done talking about that Casanat situation because y'all girls swear y'all the cream of the crop and y'all leaving us out here to dry. Talking about we love our black man, show us. You talking about we need to pay for this, pay for that. And it shows each and every time. It don't matter if you're a rapper, a streamer, content creator, doctor, lawyer, you will leave us. It doesn't matter about the money. You are loyal to your emotions. Emotions, gang. And now everybody gonna sacrifice this young man. Talk about, oh, what did he do? Oh, he didn't buy her this. Oh, da-da-da. No, I'm not gonna let y'all do that to my boy. Talking about, oh, she been this way. We told him that. Obviously, you didn't try hard enough, my nigga.
63% of men under 30 are single. That's not a statistic. That's a crisis. 25% of men under 35 feel chronically lonely. 1 in 4. This isn't a confidence problem. It's not a looks problem. It's a market problem. Most men have entered one of the most competitive markets of their lives, with zero data on where they stand. You wouldn't invest money in a market you don't understand. Why are you investing years in one? The Maximus Dating Market Value Calculator gives you the number. By category. In 2 minutes. So you know exactly where to put your energy. Free. Anonymous. No email. Link in bio. Take the 2 minutes.
A lot of these modern women are upset that men aren't really asking them out anymore. It seems like, when I was in my 20s or my early 30s, men seem to be asking me out. They seem to be more interested. What's going on? And even in your mid 20s, right? You might not have as many men, or the men that you want, asking you out. Well, if you don't have the men asking you out that you want, that might have to do with how you present yourself. Number one. Number two, if you have men asking you out, but not as frequently, then that might just be them. But it also might be that, a lot of these men feel like maybe the juice isn't worth the squeeze. I gotta sit up here and I gotta honestly, I gotta tap dance. I gotta perform. What are we doing here? Do you like me or not?
And what's the problem with signing a piece of paper? Just sign it and let's forget about it.
Yeah, that piece of paper is like a sword in my heart. It means you don't trust me. A prenup to me means that your partner thinks that you're going to take everything if all else fails, which after 5 years of being together and having a son together, Sean should 100% trust me.
I mean, everything's wonderful now, but I've seen what my parents went through. I just don't want to go through the same thing. What's the harm of talking to a lawyer?
To me, it feels like Sean is treating our marriage like another business contract and not like a unity of love and commitment. Okay, I'm not signing anything, and you need to just know that you want me or you don't. I am not another one of his clients. I'm the love of his life, and he should treat me like that.
For the woman in relationship with a low capacity man, it's like I can't have needs with this person. My needs are a burden, and I'm constantly being told that they can't show up for me, or they just get really overwhelmed when I ask for basic things, versus someone with more capacity. It's like, I got it. I got you. I got this. She's not a burden. And so the way that a woman will feel about herself and her needs could vary greatly depending on the kind of man she's with and the capacity that he has.
And modern women, they get wrapped up in this fantasy where they want men to continue to beg and plead and, like they say, carry out a boombox or something like that in a window at 12 o'clock at night. I guess it would be midnight. So, and wake up the whole neighborhood with a boombox. So I really love you, playing slow jams and, you know, baby, baby, stay with me, and all those other love songs that, you know, one guy had like a TikTok or something like that to where he was essentially saying, he was kind of, you know, poking fun at some of these R&B songs where women say, oh man, where are the men who yearn? And the songs they were talking about, men yearning in, the men had cheated. I did you wrong. I cheated on. And the women love that. Men are just saying, no, that's not me, man. That's not me. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't get involved in that type of stuff. Number one. Number two, it ain't no reason for me to continue to try to prove myself and try to, every single time, it's always me having to say sorry. It's always me having to apologize because I'm always the one doing wrong. You never take any accountability, man.
You know what my favorite thing about my man is? You want to know? That he literally turned the hoe into the housewife. He literally turned the hoe into a housewife. It's possible. I'm just folding his boxers. You know, it took a minute. I was like, you know, I ain't ready to settle down, baby. I'm still out here in the streets. But he turned me into a housewife. Oh, these are mine. Yeah,
No, you're likely still one. He just hasn't caught you yet. And you don't have a man. You have what we refer to as a soft male. If he could do better than you, you wouldn't even be folding his clothes right now. You'd be back out there in those streets where you belong, getting dealt with. Back to the streets with you.
My friend's boyfriend pays for everything. Her bills, her rent, her hair, her nails, all that. She don't pay nothing. She don't work. One day, they invite me out for lunch. I say, sure. I knew he was going to pay for my meal because he's just that type of guy. But at some point within lunch, they just started arguing. She say something crazy. He responds, shut your bro up. For some odd reason, she looks shocked, right? She looks at me and is like, did you hear what he just said to me? I said, girl, yes, shut your bro up. He was about to pay for my lunch. I only brought $20. The way she was talking to him was almost as if she paid the light bill. I literally sat there. I said, they not about to have lights tonight. She about to cut that off. No, girl, you need to cut that out. Know your place, because you can't afford a new one. How you forget your is broke? I ain't forget. That's why I ain't say nothing to him.
And a lot of these modern women will call you avoidant. If you want to weaken to yourself, I think they probably categorize it as, well, you know, you're not wanting to spend no time with me and you're not really wanting to talk with me. And really what they mean is you don't want to talk to me right now. Like You don't want to talk on my schedule when I want to talk. And true enough, you have to have some sort of, you're not gonna feel like talking all the time, right? And neither is she. And so y'all gotta come to some sort of agreement. You're not trying to force each other to talk. You're trying to get on the same page, but you're also trying to give each other space so that, no, we're gonna talk right now. No, I don't really feel like talking right now. I need to calm down, and I need to, understand my feelings and what's going on, so I don't pop off and say something I'm not supposed to say. So you do need to give space, and she needs to give space as well. What happens is modern women don't want to give men that space anymore, right? It used to be that way in some situations. Modern women want it when they want it, how they want it, just like so. And when a man is saying, hey, I need a little bit of space, can you back off? I'm going to take a weekend to myself, or I'm going to go chill with the boys. It might not even be a problem. But because modern women, even though they say they're emotionally intelligent, they're not. They're like toddlers. And that's the behavior that you get, because they think everything revolves around them. And you're supposed to jump when they say to jump.
Women really making it hard for us to have a date, get a date, find a husband, get a man. I don't care about going to no 7-star, 8-star restaurant. I'm cool with a 5, 4-star restaurant. I'm cool with Longhorn. I'm cool with Texas Toll House if that's how you say it. I'm cool with Outback. I don't care about the ambiance. I don't care about nobody flipping no chicken in front of me doing no magic trick. It's not even a magic trick. All they doing is making the fire go woof. I'm not impressed by that. I'm not paying, I don't care for my man to pay $900 for no ambiance. Shit, give me the money. If you gonna do that, so if you ask me, that's the waste of money. Then the amount of food that they give you, the absolute disrespect, they give you one piece of fish with a leaf on it. I'm good. I'm really good with Outback. I'm really good with that. I don't give a about nobody doing no magic trick in front of me. I'm not about to pay $900 for a meal that's the size of an appetizer. I'm leaving hungry still. Women really acting like they impressed. They leaving hungry still. They just don't tell y'all. But they just want to feel like, somebody did something for them. That was a waste of money. I'm cool. I'm really cool with Longhorn. God, I love steak. But I don't give a about seeing nobody flip it in front of me. I have a conversation with on my date, and they about to light my hair on fire. Ooh, you gotta act like you gotta act like you amazed. Nope.
I need a hard-working woman that can take care of me, pay all the bills. While I find you, done it what you said. Out of this place. Principalities on power.
Like, if you broke, just say that. See, well, what I realized from these reactions, like, a lot of women just can't afford me. Nor are they tall enough. If you're not 6 feet or above, you have no chance with me. If you don't make 6 figures, you don't stand a chance. And it's like, for real, like, if y'all broke, just say that. If y'all can't take care of a man, why even try to waste your time talking to him? You're broke. You don't make 6 figures. You can't afford me. How are you going to pay for my haircut every 2 weeks? How are you? You can't afford me. You see the barber prices? You can't afford it. If you're a woman and you're not above 6 feet, you don't make 6 figures, we're done. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. Go to work, go get your bag up, and then we can conversate.
Modern women really, they're not serious. They always have something silly to say. Well, how come I can't get a man to take me seriously? This goes beyond joking, right? Because you can have fun, you can be silly. That's just who she is. She's just a goofy person. She just likes to have fun. She just likes to cut up. That's just who she is, right? If that's not your personality, leave her alone. That's one thing. What we have today is modern women cackling and being silly in a man's face when a man is trying to approach. And not only do they act silly and immature, they continue it instead of saying, no, we just playing. What's going on? There's one woman in the gym, man came up to her, maybe he could have said something a little bit better. Maybe he could have approached a little bit better. He didn't do anything weird. But maybe he could have said some stuff better. Her friend jumps in, starts cackling and doing all that other stuff. And instead of saying, no, I'm sorry, go ahead. This is your moment. And really, being genuine about it. Maybe you give them a good natured ribbing. Hey, you remember when you said that to Chloe? And, just kind of bust out laughing. And, you kind of roast them a little bit and go on about your business. Men can take that. What men don't want to be involved in anymore is being the butt of the joke every single time. And they really didn't even do anything wrong. It's not worth it, man.
Like, remember we asked you a question about like, oh, how do you want your woman to contribute to the household? And he was like, well, if she's not satisfied with what I'm contributing to the household, then maybe she needs to contribute to the household.
How do you feel about 50-50? Would you be paying 100%?
It depends on the lifestyle that whoever I'm with wants to live. And we make 150. If that's fine with you, then that's fine. But if you're saying, I think that we need to be up to 250, then you go get you 100,000. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever you're comfortable with.
Let me say what was said, because I don't want you to, like, miss...
What you meant?
No, I'll tell you what I actually said.
Okay. What did you say?
If I have, $150,000 job and I'm providing a lifestyle, if she's okay with that, she don't gotta work at all.
Right.
But if she's like, well, I want to do this or I want to do something different, then either she would say, I'm going to do this to contribute, or she would help me in my business to grow for more than what we have. Does that make sense? It doesn't
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I'm talking to Vince, and the energy just seems a little bit combative.
What I just said right now, did you hear that?
Right this second?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but did you hear that then?
No.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
I don't have it in me to go back and forth with a man, so I'm realizing that I'm not connecting with Vince.
That's why I'm saying you didn't hear me. Because if you did, then this is what you would have heard.
I tried.
The word accountability gets used so much online, especially as it pertains to women. But one of the reasons why women specifically have a hard time wrapping their head around the idea of accountability is because women believe that if they don't do nothing, then it wasn't their fault. If I didn't do anything, then how is it my fault? They don't understand that accountability lies in what you do and what you don't do. You're always making a decision. They don't understand that part. They believe that if this person does this to me, they are accountable for that. And that is true. That's partially true. But the other half of that is, if you do nothing about the mistreatment that you receive at their hands, that is of your doing as well. And that's the lack of accountability. That's why some of the girls, the accountability thing, it really doesn't resonate with them, because they want to passively go through life. Like, they just want to be able to absolve themselves while finger wagging everybody else. That this is what they do to everybody else. And because they let it happen, they get to do this. Like, oh, I didn't do anything. I was just being a deer in headlights. And, but it truly does not work that way. Doing nothing is also a decision. When you are aware of something and you do nothing about it, you are also making a decision. And that is true accountability. Accountability lies in what you decide to do and what you decide to not do. There's always a decision being made.
A lot of these young ladies, these modern women, are ruining their lives. They're ruining their lives. You out here, independent for years, and then suddenly, oh shoot, I want a provider. I want a man that's going to take care of me. All of a sudden, I need a provider. You spend years, your entire 20s posting, oh, well, I don't need no man. I'm strong and independent. Men can't do nothing for me. And now you're 36. You're 46. You're 56. Talk about, I want a man who leads. I want a man who protects and provides. I want a man to really pray and lead me and guide me in the way that I need to go. I'm ready to step into the next phase of my life. It's interesting. Why did it take you until you're 50 years old to see that? And that man has been waiting on you for years. You want to run back to him when you've been dogging him.
No broke boys, no new friends. I'm that pussy, give me my test. Ain't no lie, ain't no shade, but come.
Congratulations, you found a clown. He's literally on his knees juggling like a jester. I need you to really understand something. Security is knowing what you want and not accepting anything less and being confident enough to voice that and express how they feel. Being insecure is allowing somebody to do anything in fear they might leave you, which is why you find most OF girls dating people who look like this. They always find a completely weak man who is utterly insecure with himself in order for them to be able to do whatever they feel like doing. And then they wonder why their boyfriends don't protect them. Literally, they just use these guys as shelters, right? Oh, I'm done partying, time to go back to his house. That's pretty much what you date these men for, and we can be honest about it and open. I mean, it's their fault for allowing it to happen, so I'm degrading them as well, morons. It's really not a flex because you will never get a man that can truly protect you, take care of you, and give you the life that you want. You can find a man that allows you to experience the men you wish you could have. You have the man that allows you to get and dumped by these types of men, but you will never have that lavish lifestyle every day you wake up. It'll always be a fleeting moment, and it will always be a constant chase. Who's the next man? Because once somebody already had you, guess what? You're used up. So now you got to find another rich man. It will always be an endless cycle of you not having enough. And you thinking that these men flying you out and buying you stuff so they can nut on your back and send you home means that you have access to these men, but you don't. You are just pretty enough to get used by them.
And if he beating it out the frame too good, sister.
Real discretion's advised.
That man is a punk. Now I'm telling you, listen. Trust me something, sister. Trust me, sister.
And here I am thinking that we've left the moronic accusations back in 2025. But it seems as if they are very much here in 2026 and they've come back stronger. Her accusation is, if he's laying down the pipe correctly, that means he's...
If they are reaching that bottom and beating your shit in, they beat it in like that because they used to beating in. And it's like they beat it. Like they like it beat in. They do. I'm pretty sure some of them like it more gentle, but for the most part, they like it beat down.
I'm just trying to understand what kind of education must you acquire in order to have a thought process like this. Because as a man that's had my fair share of women, I can confidently say some women like it really aggressive. Some women don't. Some women like it kind of like in the middle. But her narrative is, if he blowing your back out, that must mean he's sleeping with men because men, that's how they like it. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm cursed with common sense because if I wasn't, only then what she is saying would sound like profound information. And to think that we live amongst these kind of people. Like, in their spare time, these are the kind of thoughts that they formulate on their own behalf. And I'm also 100% sure she's probably one of the types that will say, oh, men don't know how to satisfy women. And it's like, so if she likes her rough and I give it to her rough automatically, that makes me a man. Man. I am truly at a loss for words, but you know what? Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Y'all keep the change.
You know, a lot of times, these men, my God, they have to audition for no reason. Not doing it. Why do I have to audition for you? Why do I have to prove myself to you? But you never have to prove yourself to me. I mean, God dog, y'all want men to be leaders, but then you let them get all the way down the street and you never even give them any support. What CEO, what boss in what company is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to carry this entire company on my back the entire way, and say, you know what, I don't need no help. I don't want no support. Which one? Nobody. Give that man some help.
I don't think men understand how successful they would be if they just took a girl out to dinner. I get so much shit for not giving men a chance. But it's like, well, you ain't offered to go to dinner. You offered for me to come to your house at 10 o'clock. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go do that. I'm not gonna do that. But like the 90% of the time, if you ask me to dinner, I'm gonna go to that dinner. I can't promise I'm gonna go to another one. If it sucks, it sucks. Like if we just, not that you suck, but like if we just aren't, if it sucks. But if you ask me to dinner, I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna do it.
You know, a lot of these modern women, honestly, if they could go on a girls' night or a girls' trip and do what they're supposed to be doing, I really do think that men would be okay with it, right? If you just go on a trip and don't act crazy, I think you'd be all right. But I think what a lot of modern women are doing is they're getting out there and acting a fool. They're getting out there, you know, first of all, acting a fool, posting thirst traps, not responding for days. There was one woman that decided to go on a trip and blocked her fiance. Oh, I need my peace. I need to be on this retreat. Why in the world would you do that? Why in the world? Unless that's something that you've talked about previously. It's like, okay, I'm going on this retreat. I don't know if there's going to be phone service. So I might not be able to contact you as much. That's one thing. But for you to say, I don't want anybody bothering me, I'm going to block you. Anything could happen. You don't know what's going on at that retreat. And why would you even block him? Why don't you just put your phone on do not disturb? Number one. Number two, why don't you just leave your phone in your room, in your bag or something like that? And right before you go to bed at night, you check it to see if anything has happened. Why don't you do that? But modern women, they don't know balance. They don't know how to do what they're supposed to be doing. So they go out there acting a fool, cutting off communication. Number one, number two, and number three, they're hanging out sometimes with women that don't even like her man. Why is that a problem? Because we go on these girls' trips. We were already going to act a fool. But since I don't like them and I got a little liquid courage, that looks like a cute guy over across the way. How about we go talk to him? No, I already have a man. You can go talk. I'll come with you so you won't be alone. But no, it's for you. I don't even like Kyle. He's this. What did I do? Yeah, I've never liked him from the jump. Stupidity, bad influence, acting dumb. If you can just act right, it wouldn't be a problem.